Number 19. The studio pushed for an easier title. Film executives worried that a movie called The Princess Bride would not attract young male audiences, believing the title sounded overly romantic and feminine. They repeatedly suggested alternative names they felt would appeal to a wider audience and generate stronger box office returns. Rob Reiner and William Goldman strongly resisted these suggestions, arguing that the original title perfectly represented the story's unique mix of romance, adventure, and playful self-awareness. They believed changing it would strip away what made the film special. In the end, the filmmakers prevailed. Although the studio's fears were partly validated when the movie initially struggled in theaters, the title later became legendary as the film gained popularity through home video. What executives once viewed as a limitation ultimately became inseparable from a timeless classic. Number 20. A rock star's unusual request. Composer Mark Knopfler agreed to create the film's score under one playful condition. Rob Reiner had to sneak a hat from This Spinal Tap into the movie somewhere. The request was meant as a light-hearted inside joke rather than a serious demand. Reiner complied by placing the hat in the grandson's bedroom, where it briefly appears during the framing scenes. Most audiences missed the reference for years, as it was mainly a private gag between the composer and director. Only devoted fans eventually noticed it. This hidden detail reflects the collaborative and fun-loving atmosphere of the production. Knopfler's request wasn't about ego, but about leaving a small personal signature on a project he loved. His emotionally rich score became central to the film's tone, making the quirky condition well worth it. Number 21. The ending that never made it. The original finale featured a whimsical visual where the story's heroes appeared on horseback outside the grandson's bedroom window, waving goodbye as if the fairy tale had entered the real world. Rob Reiner even filmed the scene before deciding it didn't fit. The ending felt too sweet and disrupted the careful balance between fantasy and reality that defined the film. The framing device worked because it kept those two worlds separate, and crossing that line weakened the emotional impact. Reiner chose instead to close the film with the grandfather's quiet as you wish and the grandson asking him to return the next day. This restrained ending honored their bond and proved more meaningful than the grand visual originally planned. Number 22. Max and Valerie's Unseen History. Billy Crystal and Carol Kane created an elaborate backstory for Miracle Max and Valerie that never appeared in the script or on screen. They imagined how the couple met, fell in love, argued, and aged together. This unseen history informed every moment of their short scene. Their chemistry feels genuine because they approached the roles as people with decades of shared experiences. Their arguments feel layered with years of familiarity, while their affection remains obvious beneath the banter. None of this was written, it was entirely actor-created. Their dedication to depth, even in a brief appearance, elevated the scene and made it unforgettable. Number 23. From Flop to Legend. Upon its theatrical release, the film performed poorly at the box office despite positive critical reception. Weak marketing failed to communicate the film's true appeal, and audiences largely stayed away. Concerns over the title may have contributed, but the main challenge was simply drawing people into theaters. Everything changed with home video. As VHS tapes circulated, word of mouth spread rapidly. Families shared it, friends recommended it, and repeated viewings turned it into a staple. Over time, the film transformed from a financial disappointment into one of the most quoted and cherished movies ever made, proving cultural impact isn't measured by opening weekend numbers. Number 24. A Real-World Dread Pirate Roberts. In 2013, the film unexpectedly crossed paths with real-life crime when the creator of the Silk Road Marketplace adopted the alias Dread Pirate Roberts. The name was directly inspired by the movie's concept of an identity passed down through generations. This strange connection added an unexpected layer to the film's legacy and demonstrated how deeply its ideas had entered popular culture. What began as a fictional storytelling device ended up influencing real-world actions in ways no one could have foreseen. Number 25. Why the Magic Endures. The film's lasting appeal comes from its perfect blend of sincerity and irony. It never allows humor to undermine emotional truth, treating its fairy tale elements with both affection and self-awareness. This balance keeps the story timeless. Its cross-generational resonance mirrors the framing narrative itself, with grandparents sharing it with grandchildren. Children experience it as an adventure, while adults appreciate its wit and craftsmanship. Every performance, line, and creative decision serves a purpose. From William Goldman's original story to Rob Reiner's direction and the cast's dedication, everything aligned seamlessly. The Princess Bride was shaped by love, improvisation, real risks, and genuine emotion. What began as a bedtime story evolved into a production where actors transformed personal grief into powerful performances. Real romance formed between co-stars, and a gentle giant delivered one of cinema's most beloved roles. Storms delayed filming but created unforgettable visuals. Billy Crystal's improvisation left the crew in tears from laughter. After years in development limbo and an initial box office failure, the film found its audience and became a classic. The sword fights were authentic, the knockouts were accidental, and the magic on screen came from artists who cared deeply about every detail. If you enjoy uncovering stories like these, like and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes film secrets, and share your favorite quote or moment in the comments.